Which cryptos are still good buys? That's what we're going to get into right now in this video, guys. Hammer the like button. I want to run this baby up because I'm going to give you guys a ton of alpha. Given the recent pump, I thought it would be a good idea to make a video basically saying, hey, even after things have kind of pumped a little bit, you don't want to try to catch a green candle right now. Which cryptos are still worth buying, in my opinion? And I want to give you guys all my thoughts. And they're all cryptos in the top 100, maybe a few, outside the top 100 later on in the video if you stick around. So make sure you stick around until the end. I might give you a couple flyers, a couple diamonds in the rough potentially in this video as well. So again, not financial advice, guys. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Look at me. I look ridiculous. I've got this hat on. I'm getting ready to walk out the door. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video just like this because I couldn't think of something to make. There's not a lot of news going on. It's the weekend, but I figured this could be something where people are definitely interested, and I just kind of want to run down kind of my thoughts, right? So Bitcoin, for me, guys, it's an active strategy. I buy a little bit every single day. I've been doing that since April 2022. That to me is completely different strategy than altcoins. But I really want to focus in on altcoins in this video, right? Which top 100 altcoins are still worth buying, at these price levels? What makes sense? Okay. So Ethereum has pumped 35% in the last 7 days. I wouldn't be full clipping here at around 2,500. Do I think Ethereum still could, have a 2x in it from here, 3x in it? I do. I do think Ethereum could get to around, $6,000-$7,000 this cycle still. I know a lot has been said about Ethereum, but it's a longer term play. Obviously, it's a $300 billion market cap. Eventually, I could see this thing in the trillions, right? Maybe not this cycle. It could get close, though. That's kind of my estimate there. Now, with XRP, great upside still, I think, at 236. It has everything going for it. If you haven't watched my most previous XRP video, actually the last two that I've put out on the channel, go watch those right after this. You're really going to get some good insight as to why I think that. I don't want to focus too much on it in this video because I do want to sift through and still get through some of this. So BNB, again, and Solana here, both big market caps, still worth buying in my opinion, DCAing, right? But obviously you would have loved to catch, Solana much, much lower, especially in its most recent dip down below $100, right? Dogecoin, I still think could have a 3 to 4x in it. Cardano's one that is interesting because it's still very, very down from its all-time high, still 74% down, okay? Now, if you look at Cardano, 74% down from its all-time high versus Solana is sitting here 41% down from its all-time high. Now, Solana is a lot more volatile. It's got more volume, bigger market cap, all of that. But Cardano, to me, has a pretty nice runway here still. Tron, I don't really, mess with it too much. It's pretty stable. SWI, to me, still has a 4 or 5x left, even at $4 at this cycle. Chainlink and Avalanche. Let's get into these because Chainlink still around 70% down from its all-time high. This, to me, is one of the safest bets in all of crypto, alongside Avalanche at these prices. AVAX down 83% still from its all-time high. These are blue chips, okay? Stellar XLM, very similar situation. Now, it's only down 67%. Still, I think could have a 3 to 4x in it. Same thing with HBAR. SHIB, I'd rather have Pepe right now than SHIB. Just going to be frank with you guys. I'd rather have Pepe. I'd rather have MOG. Both of those on the Ethereum network. And I'd rather have Brett. Brett still has a long, long way to go. Let's sort by the top 100 or gainers, actually. Because I wanted to kind of, okay, there's Pepe, 61% in the last month, 50% for Brett in the last month, last 7 days rather. But Brett still well below that $1 billion market cap. I think there's still a lot of room to run. If you like Ethereum, you should like Uniswap. Caspa has been a mainstay in the top 5 of my portfolio. We ran it up to 20 cents, took a little profits off the table. Hasn't seen a full-fledged bull cycle yet. Best proof of work outside of Bitcoin. You've got Bitcoin, Caspa, and Tau. Those are your top dogs in that proof of work arena. Those are the 3 that I own. Tau's been pumping. Do I still think it's worth buying? I do. Obviously, I was screaming from the mountaintops when it dipped down below $200. Okay, not that long ago, right here. Okay, we dipped down a little over a month ago, about 5 weeks ago, we were 183. This was the buying opportunity, big time. But we're on the way up, so just realize that, right? There could be some volatility and pullbacks along the way, but it's the top AI play for me, no doubt about it. Algorand, to me, is still very undervalued. Now, it's creeping up, but it's still 92% down from its all-time high. It's a top RWA token, US-based, ISO-compliant, top 50 crypto. Algorand, one of my favorite assets, honestly, to accumulate, even after it's went up 18% here in the last 7 days. FET AI, I'm still holding on to this. It is way down as well, 75% down. If there's another AI play that I really like outside of Tau, there's obviously a few, but FET is one that I think could make some noise if we get a big AI run. Ondo Finance, I put this in the category, of Cardano in terms of the potential upside here, maybe even more upside. I still think we could see a 10x out of Ondo this cycle. I know that's crazy, but if the RWA narrative heats up quickly, I still think Ondo could do some big, big numbers. Cronos has been held down. I still like it, but it's a multi-cycle play for me, especially with them moving headquarters. Well, at least opening up a branch right in Washington, D.C. I think that bodes well for their future. I don't think they're going anywhere. And here we go. Let's get into some of the small caps that I wanted to kind of show you guys. Now, this one is call it a micro cap. I mean, go Arlo here. So go Arlo right now is right here at a 768K market cap. But look at this. Pretty low volume still right now, okay? Very under the radar, but it's a great looking chart. I do think, I'm going to have a lot more information once I meet these guys in Toronto, but this is a AI play. I remember, catching some early AI cryptos. If you can catch these things early, man, I remember PAL AI at 2-3 million. It almost went to $1 billion. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here, but obviously, if Arlo can get to 10-20 million, that's a massive return still. So this is a sleeper that I like, definitely. Still in the in that AI space. I do like Toshi still quite a bit, 275 million. This one is actually listed on Coinbase. It's a base meme coin as well. Outside of Brett, I do own some Toshi. It's the only other base meme coin I do own. Keep in mind, it is listed on Coinbase, so I do think it could pop just on that narrative alone. And, it's the second largest meme coin, getting close to 300 million again, right? So not too shabby at all. It almost got to $1 billion on its run up, back in January. So I definitely keep that one on your radar too. So I told you I'd give you a couple flyers. Here's another one, man. Lofi's on a little bit of a pullback today, but it has been on a tear. $43 million market cap. Top meme coin on SWI. Lofi, guys. Lofi is definitely one to look at. Now, if you want to be in the know on all of these altcoins, want to know when they pop, I've been telling you guys about this. It's XT Algo, my trading indicator. This is my software. We rolled it out back in 2023. Little over $1 a day gets you started. Definitely highly encourage you guys to check this out. It will give you the best entry and exit points based on a ton of data, and it gives you a simple indicator. I walk you through how to set it up, use it. $1 a day gets you started. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Literally, you could try it risk-free today. Highly encourage you guys to go find that link in the description for XT Algo. And of course, if you want to trade with me, BTCC, BITUNIX, both these premier exchanges. If you want to do leverage trading, I've got you covered. Links down below for those. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. We'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll see you in Toronto. Peace.